he's a good kid. He's a really good kid as a roommate. So I mean, yeah, I mean he's quiet. We go to bed early. It's an easy kid to room with.
He told me to watch out what I say about him, but no, it was easy. We are fairly boring. I mean, generally he's reading a book and I'm watching TV, or vice versa. And yeah, there's not much that goes on. A lot of downtime. That's about it. He's a big guy. He takes up a lot of room, but he's very easy to get along with. Pretty much on the same page at all times. You know, we like to nap at the same time, and we hold each other accountable, make sure we're on time for meals, and make sure we have 2 alarm sets so there's no sleeping in or anything like that.
There's no real hooliganism.
So, your roommate, what's it like rooming with him?
Well, I roomed with Chris Noonan, and I don't know, he's kind of a different guy. He's a goalie, so that says a lot. I don't know, he likes to read and have the light on when I'm trying to sleep. He always wants to have a remote. He's a senior. He likes the big league, that's for sure. And he takes that to the extreme, especially when we're trying to eat. He's always make sure he's the first one in line every time.
I'm sure he said goalies are kind of weird, so I like to get in a routine. No superstitions or anything, but just kind of like to do my thing. And you know, with Matt, I just kind of tell him what to do. So I'm sure he kind of thinks that, you know, being a senior, I can really tell him what to do. He's not always happy with me. He kind of gets an attitude, which, you know, I've got to kind of settle him down every once in a while. But you know, I'm definitely in charge.
What's it like rooming with somebody like that?
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
What do you think he's going to say about rooming with you?
That it's a pleasure and it's a blast.
What's he like?
He's kind of a needy roommate. You know, he's always picky about what's on TV. He snores like a chainsaw's in the room. It's really loud. You know, you can never satisfy the guy, but he's a good roommate.
Any stories, any moments that stick out from the past couple months, or the past month, I guess?
Past month. I guess Baco and Weiss like to go at it a lot, you know, kind of give each other a hard time. So they had a nice little girl fight one night in the hotel, and it was pretty funny to watch. So I think that that was probably a highlight within the past couple weeks.
We heard through the grapevine that you and Baco may or may not have had a little, what was called a girl fight.
A girl fight.
Yeah. Any comment on that?
No comment. We'll see how that ends. Me and Baco like to give each other a hard time. We're good buddies. We've been good buddies ever since I've been here. But yeah, we go at it every once in a while. Just have fun with it.
Some might call it that. I mean, I think we'll just leave it at that. Really. I mean, at the end of the day, Dan is one of my best friends on the team, but I think that also entitles me to have a more stronger opinion about how he lives his life and some of the poor choices he makes. And so I feel like, as an older guy and a guy he respects, you know, very, very much so, I feel like I have every right to tell him when he's making mistakes. And sometimes he gets a little sour when I tell him about it. And he just likes to cry and throw things.
You get into it. Who comes out on top?
I always do.
Baco said he gets the upper hand. Really? I can't wait till this interview comes out. I'd like to see what he said about that. No, Baco never gets the upper hand. That's funny. I'd like to bring him and do a joint interview sometime and we can discuss this further.
He must be jumping off the ground to get the upper hand.
Yeah, right? He must have like a ladder or something. He's what, 5'8", 5'9"? No, Baco doesn't. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
If he's acting, you know, not very manly or like, you know, an adult who I generally like to be around, he generally throws something back at me that is very irrelevant to the point and doesn't make any difference. So he just doesn't handle criticism very well. So I always think I come out on top. I feel like my point's always made and he gets nothing accomplished.
What's your favorite part about traveling with these guys?
Well, it's nice that all the boys are together. It's I don't know, it's nice to be on the road and close with everyone. I like it. That was terrible.
So bad.